exist, we came to a place where we understood residual income through Vincent's father being a financial planner. And as a financial planner, we learned that residual income is the way to go. You do something once and you get paid again and again. So when we understood that that was the basic model for network marketing, we knew that this was where we needed to be to supplement what we were already doing. So what we did not like about network marketing, and honestly what exhausted us, was all the hype that people create around companies. That just wasn't us because we knew why we were doing this going in. We knew that we wanted a family. We knew how we wanted to have that family. And we knew that it required a certain amount of wealth to do that. And there was no way for me to do that making what I was making, even though I have a master's degree in biological sciences, had a very good job in corporate America, but it would never give us what we want. So we just kept moving with this. And today we are at Indigengine because network marketing is overwhelming. Network capitalization is what we want to do. And what we mean by that is we want to stand together as a group, approach and partner with a company that allows us the opportunity to create residual income. We want to do that together. And then we want to step back, allow those residuals to flow to us. And then as they flow to us, we are creating our life. We are creating our goals and what we want. People ask me what Indigengine is. I can't really tell you what Indigengine is exactly. I can give you the possibility for Indigengine. I can give you all kinds of ways that it could be used and that it could be worked, but ultimately, Indigengine is going to depend on its membership. The way that Vincent designed it is, oh, as you can see, we are a family. Hello to the baby, but if you can mute for us, that would be great. But we actually, as I was saying, I can't really tell you what Indigengine is. I can give you the vision and the possibility. I can tell you our current focus. I can tell you our current focus, and our current focus is what our members are focused on. And that is, some of us are coaches, life coaches, health coaches. So our focus is health. Some of us are straight investing in ourselves and building our legacy. And so that is our focus. And it just will grow out from there. So it's a beautiful thing because the energy of it is very fluid. And it depends on us. Vincent has some guidelines in place that will kind of help us stick to a method that will allow us to feed each other. But other than that, Indigengine it's its membership, you know? And I guess the best way I could do that is maybe give an example. Let's say I have a passion for helping young girls. I'm a life coach. I'm a yoga instructor. So I could put together a program and I could say, hey, Indigengine family, this is what I'm doing right now. Anybody that wants to help in any kind of way, if this connects to your dream in any kind of way, let's build this. And I could have anyone from somebody that's just like, hey, I just want to donate some money to this cause. I believe in this. To someone who might be a counselor or another coach or something like that, and say, I have a program for young girls. I think we can work together. And so we could easily connect with other people, build with other people outside of Indigengine. But when we do it with ourselves and within Indigengine, that's when we begin to create that strong economic base. That's when we start to create something that looks similar to Black Wall Street in Tulsa. And it's really because the only thing that we want outside of us is our investment in the company that we partner with. Everything else, once the money flows in the ranks, in the realms of Indigengine. Um, so the other only thing I could say about who we are is really pertaining to our partnership and why we chose to partner with Wake Up Now at this time. It's really because I know I talked about not hyping a company before. And so when I start talking, I don't want you to feel like I'm hyping Wake Up Now. What I'm hyping is the tools that Wake Up Now has provided and the way that they've structured their model for their network marketing company. And I say that because ultimately their tools are what they say designed to help us save money, manage money. They say make money, but we prefer the term create money at Indigengine. So we agree with those principles when we looked at their tools because as a business entity now, once you join become a partner with Indigengine, and you're an independent business owner, now you're in a business entity that has the ability to take advantage of tax tax advantages, excuse me, tax deductions, tax advantages, just like Coke would, just like Apple would, just like any other company would. You now have the ability to do that. And what we appreciate about Wake Up Now is they've given us a tool to simplify that with their tax buy. And then when we look at managing our money, they've also given us financial software. That software will help us manage. I don't like the word budget. I prefer cash flow and expenses. So it helps us to manage our cash flow and our expenses. And then when you think about the access that you have to the Wake Up Now shop, where you can get discounts, now you're looking at ways to save money. So when you look at the company from that perspective, you realize now is something that you're already doing. You're probably already, if there's a coupon that comes out for a restaurant that you like, you're probably already taking it to that restaurant and using it the next time you go. You can access the one shop for that. You're probably already, whether you're doing it in an Excel spreadsheet or a notebook that you keep in your wallet or your purse, you're already tracking your money. And whether or not you're a business entity or not, you're still keeping up with the tax documents that you need to file your taxes this time of year. So it's really not about the company itself, but really more so, I think it's genius to combine these tools and offer it to people in a way that they can create residual income with it. So that is why I am especially proud of Vincent's decision to partner with Wake Up Now, because honestly, if we don't have individual financial freedom, there's really no way for us to create collective financial freedom. So I think that for the most part, that is all I have to say as far as when I think of Indigengine, what it is and why we chose to partner with Wake Up Now. Vincent, do you have anything? I do have something I want Vincent to share really quickly. I think that another question that people might have is, how am I going to get people to do this with me? How am I going to get people to do this with me? And how is this really going to work? How do we know that we're going to make this money? Well, we respect the team that we've partnered with. They're called the Dream Team. They told us how they operate, and already they've made good on that. So we plan to continue in the same fashion, and I'll go ahead and let Vincent share a little bit about that.
Hello. As you get into Wake Up Now, they have ranks and qualification things like that. And the whole goal, as they say, you get 3 people, your investment is free. Well, they have like the Dream Team has branded themselves very well, and they will have 20 plus people who sign up, but what in our back office, there's a waiting room. So they'll just be sitting in the back office. So by the end of the month, the goal is to rank people up. And for me, this month, they added one person to my line, which brought me to D3. And he had about 2 people under him already. So, I mean, they're working to make sure everybody eats because they know they eat also. And that's really the only way it will work. The selfish or the stingy aspect that is normally applied to network marketing is not what Wake Up Now is, because Wake Up Now has a force matrix. You can only go 7 wide. So the attraction that the Dream Team has built, I mean, you have some guy just hit global executive, he's making $114,000 a month. Not, you know, lightweight, but at the same time, he will attract 100 people that will sign on just because of what he's done. And he's feeding the team. We're a part of that team. And how they structure it really, if they see us pushing, they see us growing, they're going to make sure we keep growing. And I mean, that's how the Dream Team operates. Indigengine will operate the same way and probably go even further, because me personally, I see how our elders can help us and we can help them with this opportunity. So, I mean, more of that will be discussed. But Wake Up Now, it's a good company. And as long as we use the company, there's no money lost. I mean, initially, somebody posted yesterday that just from buying groceries from the coupons they put, it was like over $500. And that's just in 1 month. So, I mean, it's there for us to use to capitalize on. And if we do it how it's designed, I was about to say the right way, but it's designed the right way. If we do it that way, it works for everyone. Pretty much it.
Yeah. And so I see what the Dream Team is doing. What I see that as is network capitalization at its finest. So that's pretty much, as much as, we can say just from fielding questions from people, things of that nature, things that we know that some people have been concerned about, wondering about. But we are definitely open to any questions.